Hey everybody, Gears here, and there's nothing here that I haven't done in other videos. So basically what you're looking at is very sloppy fiberglass work. This is a jacket to hold the silicone in place. Once I take this all apart, it's going to need a lot of cleanup to get rid of all the stray hairs. For the moment, what I've just done is to declay all these edges, so they need a little cleaning up. The entire surface needs to be waxed at this point, including this flange. And speaking to this flange, it's overall fine, except for mostly up in here. How do I get a mold line in there? Well, it turns out it looks like I'm going to have to cut this into a different shape and put a new flange and figure something out there. I don't quite know how that's going to look yet. I'm going to have to really think about this because that is too tight a space to get any gel coat, much less an additional flange in there. So this whole section is going to have to get some surgery fairly soon. There's a couple key marks that I put in here. Maybe I should have done more. I imagine that once I get all the nuts and bolts in here, that will steady it up. Up here in front, this is almost doable, but I'm going to have to cut the front here. Imagine it'll be some kind of wedge shape, triangle cutting in here maybe, and then sort of make a new, geez. This is definitely baffling my mind to some degree. I'm just going to have to, maybe I can draw up some samples or figure something out. But it's an odd looking shape. My brain doesn't quite know what to do with it. I think essentially I can cut a bunch of this out, put a wall straight up here, have these two I don't know, cut a line straight across entirely and then go up from there maybe. It definitely can't stay the way it is right now. Otherwise, everywhere else it's good enough. I've cleaned up the form here from all the clay, I think. I still need to give it another pass to, there's a little clay up in there that I can still get rid of. And when I clean the underside here, I have to be very careful not to lift this up and separate it. It needs to stay locked in place. It's 2 to 3 ounces total, each ounce being one layer of fiber, and then however much polyester resin. A lot of little tiny air pockets like that. I'm pretty sure that means I didn't saturate the thread enough, so there's actually a chop mat in there that has not hit any gel. That's not efficient. How you get rid of all these little straggly things, I don't know until afterwards, but when I do see them, I'll get some extra resin and pop them down. That helps a little, but doesn't always work in all cases. And while this section here went pretty well, getting the fold over of the chop mat, it does not like right angles, and this is pretty good considering. However, this was the second section I did, and that's a little bit worse. And then this is the third section I did, and that gets worse and worse all the way to the last little bit right there. Turns out I had gotten some glass up into these areas, so I wasn't able to fold it directly over. So the lesson learned is that when applying glass, keep it low and keep that top section free. So lesson learned, so that's good. And yeah, this is definitely going to need a lot of cleanup overall. But it's good. It's ready for the next phase, which is the waxing, and that's going to take a couple days. Each layer needs at least several hours to solidify, I'm pretty sure. So maybe 2 layers a day, essentially. That overnight curing being really helpful. Maybe 3 if I start really early. Give them several hours each in between. But we'll see. In this case, I'm going for 7. The test subject that I have, which is R4 dome from Star Wars that I made, that I put 5 layers of, oh, where is it? There's the Pardal paste, right down there. 5 layers of that, done over 3 days, I think it was, and then I spent nearly a full can of rocket release on it, and it's still stuck in a lot of places. So I'm going for 7 layers of wax on this, maybe even a full can of rocket release on each side. We'll see about that. But I should expect some damage, and I should expect it will not be perfect right away. And we'll see how it goes from there. Otherwise, this is getting real close to a test installation on the car, essentially. Once this is cast, or once this is molded by the end of the week, it's Tuesday right now, I'll definitely have this done by Friday without any major interference in my life. And cue interference in my life, right? So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is definitely a good step today. It's taken all day. I've been kind of lazy there. I'm sure there's a few other things I could have been doing in the meantime. However, it's not always a bad thing to kick back and relax and think, especially about what the heck I'm going to do here. Yeah, I think maybe cut straight across, create a new flange that comes straight up, and then, yeah, I'm really going to have to take a look at it and just do it and see. And then I'll have to be very careful cutting this away. Very, very careful. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See ya.